Good afternoon sa ating lahat. And now call this ang paglusod regular session for the made order. Please rise. Before we proceed to the invocation to be led by Councilor Robert D. Bernabe and the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, may we offer a minute of silence to the soul of former board member Antonio Rene Del Piero Sison as he passed away this morning. Father, praise you, glorify you. Lord Jesus, to you we restore our love, our strength, our service. May we earnestly pray, O Lord, that as we are opposed to this regular session today, may we focus ourselves on one another and serve us all. Guide us, O Lord, in the performance of our duties and responsibilities as mandated by the people. Enhance our sense of integrity, honesty, dedication, and success. Harness our qualities of godliness, as each one of us is endowed with different qualities. All these we ask for the attainment of our city's development goal and to fully sustain our services and existence. God's glory and name.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Bayang magiliw, pero sa silangan
Secretary, please come back to the order.
The presiding officer, Vice Mayor Antonio Miguel Y. Perez.
Present.
The presiding officer pro tempore, Councilor Apolonio Tribacay. Present. The majority floor leader, Councilor Cirilo Tirado.
Present.
The minority floor leader, Councilor Oscar A. Ruling. Councilor Caroline D. Sison. Councilor Michelle S. Gondera. Councilor Joselito O. Fontenera.
Present.
Councilor Berna S. De Rabago. Councilor Robert Iranoy. Councilor Dalia M. De Leon. Councilor Alfred Felix C. Di Castro. Ex officio members, Liga ng mga Barangay President Raul B. Bacay. Ang Panlunsod na Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President Loverly D. Bernabe. 12 members of this August that responded to the motion.
12 members responded to the call and now certify the presence of a quorum. We may now transact official business. Madam Secretary, before we tackle the approval of the agenda, any unassigned business?
Wala po, sir.
Any unassigned business from the body? I have here in the case that GCQ, ECQ, GCQ, MCQ, or whatever term that the national government will be using, this would be a supplement ordinance regarding the price fee council that we created through Councilor Dalia De Leon the previous week. An ordinance providing protection, working title po, an ordinance providing protection to consumers and ensuring orderly and equitable sale by business establishments by prescribing measures to ensure reasonable prices of basic necessities and prime commodities during a declared emergency situation in the city of Alaminos, also known as the Price Freeze Ordinance. And secondly, the resolution expressing our deepest sympathies to our Sangguniang Pakansol family, to the family of Councilor Michelle S. Gondera for the passing and the soul of former board member Antonio Rene Sison. Anyone who would like to sponsor those two items? Any other two? Councilor Sison, would you like to sponsor the two items? Okay, Councilor Sison will sponsor the second item, and then Councilor Dalia De Leon will sponsor the first item. Any other unassigned business? Wala na po. Councilor Alfred Felix De Castro, any comments po in our approval of the agenda?
I have no comment, Mr. Chair, but with the foregoing, I move that the agenda for today's session be approved by the August body.
This will moved by Councilor Alfred Felix De Castro, seconded by Councilor Apple Bacay, Councilor Sison, Councilor Panoy, Councilor Bernabe, and Councilor Doc for the approval of the said agenda. Any objection? Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. Adoption of, Madam Secretary?
Adoption of the journal and minutes of the Sangguniang Panlunsod regular sessions held on April 21, April 28, and May 5, 2020.
Councilor Bernabe, would you like to move for the adoption of the journal and minutes?
Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the journals and minutes of the SP regular sessions held on April 21, 2020, April 28, 2020, and May 5, 2020.
Great, this has been moved by Councilor Bernabe, seconded by Councilor Rabago, Councilor De Leon, and Councilor Sison for the adoption of the journal and minutes of our SP regular session held on April 21, 28, and May 5, respectively. Any objections? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said journal and minutes are hereby adopted.
Proceed to the reference of business. Under proposed ordinance for first reading, we have the proposed ordinance An ordinance imposing measures to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and other national respiratory health threats during a declaration of public health emergency, providing penalties thereof. And proposed ordinance providing for the extension of the periods of temporary closure of the following tourist spots in the city of Alaminos under the general community quarantine guidelines to it, 100 Islands National Park, Lukak Park, Ikawan Factory, Wood Mangrove Park, and Bolo Beach. The third proposed ordinance is the ordinance providing for the extension of the temporary foreclosure of the following barangay roads under the general quarantine guidelines to it, Barangay Maawe, Pisio Bulanoy, Maawe Road going to Tagudin, Madini, Maawe Road going to Luna, Madini, Barangay Balayan Road going to Luna, Madini, Dulacat Road going to Luna, Madini, Dulacat Road going to Sitio Banlok, Barangay Tawin-Tawin, Road at Sitio Solpur going to Garita Bani, at Barangay Santa Maria Road going to San Miguel Bani, at Barangay Victoria Art, Victoria Tilbang Boundary, and Barangay Tilbang Road at Sitio Paradise going to Tilbang. Bolo 1 and Bolo 2, Pandan Tilbang Boundary, and Langkay Street, Barangay San Jose going to Barangay San Antonio.
Can you tuloy niyo na po sa proposed resolution?
So under proposed resolutions, we have the first item is the proposed resolution realigning the programming the Bayanihan Grant to cities and municipalities of the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan, and the resolution expressing gratitude to the donors of items, materials, services in support of government response against COVID-19. And the last item is the resolution adopting the DOTR guidelines under general community quarantine.
Councilor Cirillo, Doc, I believe you have a guest.
As far as
Item 1, proposed resolution.
Under item 1, proposed resolution, today we have guest, our planning officer, so I know that the number of the elected for our guest.
It's been moved by Councilor Cirillo, Doc, seconded by Councilor Season for the suspension of the rules to accommodate our guests regarding item number 1 under proposed resolutions. Unahin na natin yung may guest tayo para hindi siya matagalan.
Yung ako,
Apo.
So, reprogramming.
Yes. Madam Secretary, kindly acknowledge.
Our guest for the resolution, proposed resolution realigning the programming the Bayanihan Grant to cities and municipalities of the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan. We have our City Planning and Development Coordinator, Engineer Eduardo A. Garcia.
Good afternoon po, Engineer.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. As we were aware, the national government has issued PGUs, PGCN or Bayanihan Grant to cities and municipalities, which is equivalent to their 1 month IRA, wherein the city has already adopted supplemental investment program and identified 4 programs to effect such grant. Wherein in our previous supplemental annual development program number 3, we have allocated 2 million for the procurement of equipment, reagents, and kits for COVID testing in the amount of 2 million. And with the proposal of the city budget officer to the city development council executive committee, requesting the alignment of 1 million from the identified program to be allocated to the procurement of medicine and vitamins. So that would make the procurement of medicine and vitamins to 3 million from the previous amount of 2 million. And the city development committee through the resolution number 4, series of 2019, endorsed to the August body the approval of such session. Thank you.
Any questions from the body regarding the realignment? So, if I heard it correctly, yung allotment sa pagbili ng equipment, reagents, and kits na 2 million, lilipat yung 1 million sa medicines and vitamins. Any question? Councilor Galadriel.
Ilan po mass testing po ang nabibili po natin dito sa worth 2 million po? Ilang unit?
Ma'am, with the, kung rapid, 1,000.
1,000.
Opo. Yung PCR test is 1,000. And the city has no capability of testing. We are not accredited now. But in our AIT, clinical AIT, we just added there, in case in the future, the national government of UH find such program in our Iran. So that's why we just put 1 million now for testing. That's the reality, ma'am. Not if we LGU, especially if you are not accredited, should conduct mass testing. We are incapable for the moment. As to my knowledge.
Any other questions? Councilor Apolonio Bakay.
Yung testing kit na bibigyan natin for the 1,000 na nakaalam. Kung hindi tayo dito, anong klaseng testing kit?
Sa ngayon, wala pa. I do not know kung ano.
Pero yung 1 million na nakaalam talaga, 2 million,
2 million.
1 million na lang, bibili pa ba? Bibili pa ba sila?
That I
Kasi
don't know.
nakaalat siya eh.
Yes, ma'am.
Nakaalat siya.
And the funds will be reverted back if it's not
Pero
utilized.
kasi wala si Doktora, pero kayo na lang po ang nandito. So, ang tanong dito, bakit nagagawa ng ibang bayan, na bayan lang sila, sa atin dito sa Alaminos, hindi tayo, so hindi natin nagagawa na magkaroon ng mass testing, swab testing, mass traffic testing, massive swab testing, oo,
Ma'am, beyond my I'm not the right person.
Oo, pero yun yung pumunta po sa isip ko, dapat na sana nandito si Doktora, dahil yun ang pinaka-importante dyan. Kasi kung sana nagkaroon tayo ng massive swab testing, hindi na nag-stay ng matagal yung mga dumating ng mga OFW na pinapakain pa ng ating syudad. So, mas maganda sana kung magkaroon tayo ng ganon, para naman malesen yung oras nila na nandun sila sa huli at saka sa pangkalan.
Magandang consider yun, ma'am.
Yes, oo. At saka yung mga darating pa, siyempre mag-CQ na tayo sa Monday or Tuesday.
Pero I think meron po yung
16. So, yung contingency plan eh. Oo.
pero
So, wala tayong mas...
mahaba yung accreditation process na. Diba, hindi lahat ng LGU. Actually, doon sa lang sa mga big cities. At matagal po yung accreditation ng LGU. Kaya dito sa atin, sa Pangasinan, actually, ang accreditation is only region 1. Tapos dito sa atin, i-record pa. Baka may protocol sila ma'am.
Oo, so ibig sabihin, yung ginagawa sa ibang bayan, dinadala yung swab dun sa Region 1.
Yes ma'am. Actually, the province of Pangasinan,
Bakit puro sa parang puro sa
Burgos at Sual, meron sila eh.
baka province of Pangasinan ma'am. Government of
Pero
Pangasinan.
Region 1 pa rin sila.
O hindi yung nga po. Sa kawa na rin po ng mass testing, dito sa atin province, sabi ng DRRM. Pero, for the frontliners lang. For the community, wala po.
Counselor season, sir.
Papasa rin.
Not city. Yung ginamit na to. Kasi engineer, kung naka-allot yung 1 million para doon, bakit di pa binibigay? Hindi. At least meron tayong hawak na yan.
Based dun sa meeting ng crisis management team, siguro mga 2 weeks ago ba?
Sir,
At one and a half.
procure naman po sila.
I think they will ma'am, I think they will procure work. Kasi parang naging debate kung mag-procure ba o hindi naman siya efficient, sayang. Napag-usapan, based sa pag-aalala ko, parang i-aalat na trial ng 500,000 worth ng testing. Parang 1,000 pieces ata yun. Hindi ako sure po. Basta worth 500,000 trial, tapos pag naging maganda, ibibili yung buo.
Tapos yung 1 million na ibibili ng vitamin, sino yung recipient ng vitamin?
Hindi malinaw. Maybe we could invite, tawagan natin si Dr. Dana ngayon. So after Engineer Garcia speaks, pwede po natin sa parang may mga
Sir, pwedeng pakisama na si Ma'am Maylin. Sila yung nag-credential na.
So, kasama na rin po si Don Maylin daw po.
And of course, kung kailangan natin ng breakdown ng mga institution, pwede kasama si Budget para maliwanagan kung na-procure na ba ito, o ilan na ba yung na-procure, ilan na ba yung implement, yung na-procure, para maliwanagan.
Bibili na ba natin yung
So kasing equipment, reagents, and kits, I think ano to equipment siguro, yung mga PPE siguro, reagents, mga alcohol, pero hindi ko rin alam kung paano nila i-distribute. Kung meron silang timeline, dapat ito makuha tapos ibigay sa barangay. Any other questions to our engineer, Councilor Serino na ba?
Engineer, may time limit ba tayo kung kailan natin kailangan magastos yung additional pera na yun?
Third one, based on the guidelines, na-utilize po sana yung funds within the calamity, state of calamity, or before Monday. So yung state of calamity is 6 months, so up to August. Dapat na-utilize na po lahat. Kaya, based against time, yung matawag natin ng permit.
Kailan sir? 8 by 8
August.
August. Kasi 6 months.
6 months.
What if they lift it early?
Ma'am, ay sir, kung na-lift po yung state of calamity, then hindi natin na-utilize yung fund. We will revert it back to national question.
Okay. Are we sure, engineer, na state of calamity public health emergency? Hindi pa kasi.
Hindi po.
Ano yun? Pareho mo binigay. So, based on the speech a while ago, parang ano tayo eh, back to new normal tayo. So, I believe yung SACBA, ibibigay pa yun, second tranche.
2 months yung original.
At 2 months. And then yung third month, sa mga GCQ lang.
Yung mga nasa
GCQ lang.
yes, yung mga DCQ na tayo.
So for example, maging malift na lahat sa atin, hindi na tayo ECQ. Pero state of calamity pa rin.
Tuloy pa rin.
Tuloy pa rin. So we have till August. Pero sana by June, mabili na. June, July.
Kasi
Ilang percent na ba yung utilize natin? Ilang percent of the total? Ay, wala.
Ayun mga po, raise against time yung donator natin na sa procurement na dapat mag-procurement din sila. Para hindi sayang yung magbabalik tayo ng procurement.
Well, I'm assuming nabigay na natin itong food assistance, so wala na lahat to. 40 million. So siguro yung 7 million. Yung allotment po dito sa kasi parang computation yun, di ba? 33,000 pounds. I think that we will clarify to our budget officer. So, any questions to our route engineer for the moment, as of the moment? Kung wala na, thank you very much, Engineer Garcia. Sure. So maybe mamaya na natin i-tackle yung item na yan since we're waiting for sa Paradana and Mameli for the questions regarding the test. So shall we shall lift the suspension of the rules? Lift the suspension of the rules. So regarding that item, should we
I would suggest that we defer the item until we get to right. We can proceed with the other item.
Okay, because it's been moved by Councilor adopted and seconded by Councilor to defer the said item later in this session or in our next regular session, depending on the questions raised by the body. So next item, Madam Secretary. So for our under proposed ordinances 1, 2, and 3, wait lang. The chair rules for a 1-minute recess. Off the record muna. Magkakaroon kasi tayo ng parang meeting with barangays sa Thursday. So, Number 1, 2, and 3. These are, wait lang, dito pala si Robert.
Hindi ko tapusin na po natin na
Ano natin,
yung item number under proposed ordinance.
Okay. So, Councilor Serino Doc, please, what is your manifestation?
I move that item number 1 under proposed ordinance, items number 3 under proposed solution, and item number 8 under proposed solution, and the proposal to price monitoring. So there are 4 items, and one of those items the calendar for public hearing on Thursday.
Okay. So, Councilor Serino Doc moves to schedule for public hearing, item number 1 under proposed ordinance, item number 3 under proposed resolution, and may committee report ba itong gambling? Wala. Okay, item number 8 under committee reports, and under unassigned business, the price freeze ordinance. So 4 items will be scheduled for public hearing on Thursday. Ano na sinig natin yung kapitan? 9? 4 p.m. 2 ba? On Thursday, venue will be to be announced, and the time will be to be announced later. So any second to that? Seconded by Councilor Season, Councilor Davao. Okay?
Yes, it's just in the meantime that we already have our guest. I know that we can already have elected, already done. We'd like on items number number 1 of proposed resolution.
This is moved by Councilor Serino Doc, seconded by Councilor Season for the suspension of the rules. So, Madam Secretary.
Our guest for item number 1 is the resolution realigning the programming the Bayanihan grant to cities and municipalities. We have Dr. Dana May Arabudus, our officer in charge of the City Health Office, Madam Rowena Ruiz from our City Budget Officer, and Madam Maylene Manalastas, our City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Officer.
Ma'am, Doktora, welcome po sa ating sanggunian. Salamat sa pagpunta. So, would you like to ask questions kay Dr. Dana, ma'am? Kanina po, to give you a brief background po, kanina kausap po namin si Engineer Garcia regarding yung realignment of 1 million from reagents and testing kits to medicines and vitamins. So, may tanong lang po yung ibang mga councilors regarding to dun sa ating testing and testing and etc. So, can we just reiterate our questions? Councilor Dalia De Leon first, and then Councilor Apple Bahay next.
Ilang mass testing or testing kit or swab test, yung ilang unit po, yung mabibili po natin doon sa nire-align na 1 million.
Yung rapid testing po, ma'am. Yung rapid testing po, sa una-una po, yung quotation po nun, ma'am, kaya po sa quotation po, kung ilan po na kit. Pero po ang po namin sa rapid testing, kami po tatlong Dr. Indesora Salaco, hindi po namin talaga ina-advocate yung rapid testing. Kasi yung rapid testing, sensitivity and specificity niya is less than 50%. So, ang chance na magkaroon po tayo ng false positive and false negative is malaki po. So, pag sinabi natin false positive, at tapos yung isang pasyente is sa confirmatory test is negative. So, ang nangyayari po, dinadala natin sila sa hospital na mas naging expose sila sa true positive. So, nagiging false positive po. Sa false negative naman, pag nag-test po tayo kasi sa rapid testing at lumabas po na false negative, nagiging parang komportable po yung pasyente na negative siya. So, mas marami po siyang mas marami po na-expose kasi hindi po tayo aware na yung isang tao is ang alam natin is negative when in fact is positive po talaga siya. So, ang plan po natin is parang na nag-meeting po kami nila Mayor and Vice, alam po parang gusto mag-purchase ng limited yes po, limited lang po yung gusto i-purchase. Trial lang po.
Dito po ba sa Alaminos, tumataas pa po or bumababa po yung cases natin doon sa PUI at sa PUM?
Ma'am, bumababa naman po yung cases.
So hanggat ma-clear na sana po, ma'am, ano?
Yes po, ginagawa po natin ngayon, si Dr. Duff nagbabarangay po siya, sumatawag po sa immune station para po sa surveillance po ng mga may fever, may cough and cold po. Para sa barangay level, makita na po natin sila.
Thank you, ma'am.
Councilor Apple Bahay.
Yung tanong ko kanina, Doktora, regarding po doon sa bakit nagagawa ng ibang bayan yung rapid testing, samantalang dito sa city natin, hindi nagagawa. Nangyari man dito, provincial government ang nagawa. Dito sa atin, sa initiative natin,
Hindi po rapid testing po yung ginawa.
anong ginawa po nila?
PCR po, polymerase chain reaction po, swabbing po, confirmatory testing po. Yes po. Yes po.
Tapos yung result nila, dadalhin sa
PGH po, nandiyan naman po.
ilang araw po, Doktora, bago dumating dito?
Ngayon po kasi yung mga result natin, dati po talaga, ang PCR is 48 hours may result na po. Pero dahil ang dami po nilang tambak rin po sa BGH po ngayon, ang nangyayari po, parang hinihintay natin result na nasa R1MC, more than mag-2 weeks na po, wala pa po siyang result. Ganun po katagal yung result po natin ngayon. So, ang pagpusaris po, mas marami pong laboratory like sa La Union or R1MC, mag-follow ng mag-certify yung lab nila, siguro mas mapapadali po tayo.
Kung na-question lang kanina, kung were you able to monitor yung testing na sinasabi nagka-test na daw po yung Burgos and yung swine, so mina-monitor niyo po ba yun? And yung, I think nag-testing sila dito from the province. So baka pwede yung i-brief, i-kwento rin sa council.
March 8 Friday po,
magkakaroon po tayo ng PCR, yung swab test, initiated po ng Provincial Health Office. So sa Western po, dalawang towns lang po tayo ang nagkaroon ng swab test. And Infanta, kasi tayo po may mga confirmed positive case. So sa morning po, ginawa po nila dito. Kasama po ang dalawang medtech natin kasi train po sila sa connection. So, meron po tayong 40 na client. So, yung client po natin is kumuha po kami ng may PNC, may car, may frontliners po tayo, ambulance drivers. Kumuha rin po kami ng mga nagda-dialysis, senior citizen na may mga ubo, yung mga may high blood, may diabetes po. So, represented po yung mga mga pasyente po natin.
40 naman, 40.
40 po.
So, any other questions to Dr. Dana? So, siguro ma'am, since nandito na rin kayo, pwede bang maybe give a brief update regarding our situation in Alamino?
Current situation po natin, meron po tayong 68 na persons under monitoring. So yung persons under monitoring po natin, ito po yung mga galing po sa ibang lugar po na pumasok ng Alamino. Meron po tayong 12 na nasa facility. Usually po ito po yung mga Manila, yung mga naglakad, nilalagay na po namin sa facility. And isa po ang probable case natin, 2 years old po, female, nasa Region 1 Medical Center. Operated po siya ng appendectomy. But waiting result pa po. Nakausap po yung father kahapon. Papunta po siya ng RLMC para palitan yung unit niya kasi 1 week pa po nasa
Ano saan barangay mo?
Poblacion po.
Poblacion. 2-year-old female?
Yes po.
Appendix.
Okay.
Ito yung pinakabago, di ba?
Yung sinundan po nun sa Tanaytay, yung negative po. 2 years old din po, appendix.
Iba.
Sa Villacor po. Iba rin po. 2 years old.
Tanay tayo rin yun.
Tanaytay.
Yung sa Talpa.
Negative.
Counselor Cirilo na to?
Yeah, yung nagre-program tayo, di ba? Parang yun yung topic natin ngayon. Yung 2 million na para sa ito.
Yung 2 million from equipment, testing, and reagents, hindi pa sa medicines and vitamins.
Yung 1 million nun, lilipat natin sa vitamins at saka medicine. So magiging 3 million na yata yun.
Yes.
Ang tanong dito kanina, paano daw i-dispose yung vitamins at saka medicine na bibili sa halaga ng 3 million?
Sir, may dumating na po na ilan sa nasa center na po. Kaya nag-umpisa na po si Dr. Daphne na nagbabarangay na po. So second day po niya ngayon, kahapon sa Bulacan and ngayon is sa Baliadaan po. So, dinadala na po namin every barangay. Nag-check up na rin po. As well as dyan din po sa center. Continuous pa rin po check up po namin.
So pagpunta nila sa barangay, dala-dala nila yung medicine at
Yes po, saka may doctor po. Yes po.
vitamin.
Yes po. Yes po.
Ilan po yung dinadala
Na-
sa barangay na vitamins and medicines?
Sir, depende po sir, pati hindi lang po vitamins din po, pati po yung mga anti-hypertensive yung para sa ubo po, lahat po yung paracetamol, lahat po ng mga essentials na medicine po.
So lahat lang po nang magkukonsulta, sila lang po ibibigyan.
Yes po, yes po.
Pati vitamins.
Yes po, yes po. Pero nag-iiwan din po kami ng mga para hypertension po sa barangay na po.
Ma'am, for example, dala ko, di ba? Example, 1,000, 2,000 packs. Tapos consultation, tapos na po. May natira pang 500. Iuwi ko pa yun o iiwan ko na sa barangay?
Sir, inuuwi po namin, tapos another barangay na po ulit bukas.
Okay. So parang under the supervision of the doctor.
Yes po, yes po. Pero kung vitamins naman po at nirequest po ng barangay, wala po,
Padala na.
pwede namin po iwan.
Pwede na mag-request yung barangay ng, ma'am, pwede mag-iwan nila yung vitamins. Binibigay na yun. Pero yung mga hypertensive, hindi na.
At iniiwan din po.
Ay,
Yung
iniiwan
mga
din.
non-hypertensive.
Pwede na yun.
Yes po. mga dating yung maintenance natin.
Councilor Robin Lemery, then Councilor Applebacher first.
Doktora, di ba nung wala pa tayong COVID, meron tayong every Wednesday check-up ng mga senior citizen dito sa ating senior citizen district. Natin sa